Hello, this is My EOS BP interview series. Now we are here with Roshan from EOS Authority. Welcome, Roshan.
Hey, Han, thank you.
Okay, so without further ado, we can begin with the very basic and core thing. So let me ask you, so are you going to engage with the vote buying?
No,
Okay. Are you going to spin up a second BP under EOS mainnet besides EOS Authority BP?
no.
Are you willing to provide a regular basis financials and operations report?
Yes,
Okay. And then you acknowledge that votes could be taken away at any time if you engage with the vote buying again after getting votes from my voters.
yes, understood. Yes.
All right. So let's get to the point. So would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself and your team and EOS Authority?
Yes, great, good. So I've been working in the software industry for 15, 16 years now, building a lot of applications and apps, and I got interested in the whole EOS and the crypto space. History is, so back in 2017, 18, this is before even the concept of a BP and things. So I was interested personally in EOS, and I found that, hey, a lot of people are asking questions about, has my registration gone through correctly? Has things worked out as they expected? Because the EOS was launched on Ethereum, and then the ICO was running on Ethereum, and a lot of people had trouble with the registration. So that's how EOS Authority started. It was just that we had a tool to help people check their registration, see if they did things correctly, and so on. And later we thought, okay, we can extend this thing. There's something called a BP. We can try participate in that, and so on. So that's how EOS Authority started. And so we've been like one of the we've been like really like grateful to be voted in from the beginning. We were like the rank 2 BP something when the chain launched. We helped a lot with the test nets and things like that. And we were one of the highest voted BPs by unique voters. Even today, we are the highest unique voted. So we've been pretty happy that the community really supported, and the individual holders were really supporting with us. And the time that we were BP, we were one of the most reliable block producers with the least missed blocks, because of all our number of servers and the team that know EOS IO inside out. We were also able to produce like the first million blocks. This were all happened just before the whole vote buying thing came in, and the whole instead of like you pay for votes became a thing. We started off with a registration to help people, and a lot of people had their keys lost. So we worked with the other block producers to help people who lost their keys to regain accounts. We help people who forgot registration. So we work with a few teams to get that. We passed that through. What else do we do? Then we helped with a lot of events, and even like we sponsored the first community event, which Han and the team has wonderfully organized in South Korea. So we've been helping with all those kind of things. And even before the chain, a couple of times our team has been like very important in like saving user funds. So before the chain launch, there was we detected something like $10 million at that time. People didn't register correctly. They had their publicly available private keys. We talked to Block One at that time, and we got a quick fix for it, and we helped save money like close to $10 million. That was pretty good. And a more bigger but was we were pretty actively working with Block One and the community to get EOS Rex launched. And during the time of Rex launch, we were very close to launch. At that point, our team found a critical bug in Rex. So if we hadn't found it, pretty much the entire Rex pool could have been drained. So at one point, this was almost 100 million EOS, which I don't know, which would have been the biggest crypto hack of all time, and would have possibly destroyed EOS. So why I brought that up was these are all the things that we could do before. We could actively spend resources and time on building things. and also have the team and talent to have look at this and build all these initiatives and push them through. We also worked on a few things like EOS referendum. We had like at one point, like we wanted people to vote and decide the direction of the chain. So we worked on that. And then one of the key products that we have at the moment is the wallet and the Explorer. We do a lot of analysis and reports on top of it. Not just the Explorer we also have an alert bot that sends real-time alerts the moment an action is on the chain and all the stuff. And what else? We also have on the PR and marketing side, we've got a pretty interesting project which was picked up by a lot of these crypto news feeds. Was we made EOS the first carbon neutral blockchain. So we were like, hey, our team was like, hey, what's interesting was what's unique with EOS and the proof of stake was we are way more efficient in CPU and utilization of resources compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum and the competing chains at that time. So back in Oslo, we had an event and we announced this, and with the help of other BPs and contributions from the community, we were able to offset the entire carbon emissions of the EOS IO chain. So yeah, so I mean, I just want to keep it short, but I'm sure I've missed a lot of things. But yeah, these were the highlights of a few things that we have worked on over the last few years. And the reason for me being in the call is just to highlight that there are a lot of things that have to be done to keep a chain performant, running in optimal way and stuff like that. So we need talented team and different people with different skill set to contribute and be actively engaged rather than doing vote buying and other kind of things. So.
Wow, it reminds me so much of the past 4 years of history. I mean, yeah. You've been loved so much for all the things that you've done, and it was just great. So if you end up being voted with a significant amount, what are the things that you want to spend money on, and what are the things that you want to add value with?
Yeah, exactly. So right now, what EOS is lacking is a lot of things. So as I mentioned, we come in with our skills. So we need people to audit code that is released, because right now we're talking about huge amounts of funds. And if there is a critical hack, it takes out significant, it's a big reputation damage, and it's like a big issue nowadays. So and especially given that there's new EVM coming, there's more projects coming out, we need to make sure there's sufficient different eyes from different perspective looking at all these things to make sure that they're secure, good to launch and all this. That is one of the main aspects. Then the other aspect is the user onboarding side. So we haven't had sufficient funding in being able to onboard users easily, make it so easy for them not to worry about the RAM. So with our existing resources, we've already made current model, we have something called Power Up, where users have to pay for their just a single transaction. With EOS Authority wallet, we have a feature where the system would pay for the CPU. So we're looking at how we can get this, tackle the RAM situation, how we can onboard users without having to figure out their RAM. So these will be the first few things. And then keep coming up with innovative marketing, things like carbon neutral and things like that to see where we can get more push to the wider crypto public and beyond that.
Thank you, Roshan. I think this is enough, more than enough for a community to know how you are genuine and how you want to contribute to the community. I wish you luck and wish luck for all of us in EOS community. So thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. Right. Thank you for organizing the call and things. Thank you.
Thank you.